Story begin. Are you ready? Good morning, everyone. Hey, go, stop. Good morning, bonjour. Firstly, more importantly, Mother's Day.
Yes, Mother's Day.
I think we should celebrate Mother's Day next week, next Sunday. So this live cooking session, I guess, is for you, all the mom in the world that look after everybody and care for everybody. Something. All right, let's start. So, very exciting to demonstrate today Magimix new special cocotte. I was dying to see that. I didn't know that was coming in the market a couple of years ago, launched in France. And topping up the cook expert to a cocotte is just taking the whole experience of cooking on a thermo cooking appliances.
It is a total game changer.
I think so. So 15 appliances into this machine. So we got the cook expert here, and then we just swap it. Should I show them what we cooked today?
Oh, yeah, I think we should, because they're all going to be wanting to see it. We are.
Are you ready to see it? So we got a beautiful lamb shank with some shallots, carrots, celery, onion, bay leaves, thyme, you name it, garlic, everything there. So typical slow cook comfort food for winter. And especially with the week we had in Sydney, the timing is perfect. Okay, let's start cooking then, Vanessa. Vanessa is a lady that makes me look good every time I cook somewhere. So any question, you talk to her, you don't talk to me, thank you. She is amazing. She's the queen of the Magimix and knows everything about it. So. And
we've also got Sarah. So if you've got questions throughout the live, Sarah's on the other end answering all your questions for you as well. So hope you enjoy.
Should we keep going?
We should.
So the most important part here, we're going to saute the lamb shank. So we're going to put it on. We're going to start putting the oil, okay? And we want a nice sizzling. So I'm going to wait a little bit. It won't come to the smoke because we don't want to do that, but we want to have a nice cocotte so we can sear the lamb very nicely with some shallots for about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? This process is very important because we seared the meat, okay? And after that, we're going to show you the process to do all the ingredients one by one, what needs to be done. Lamb is very important to cook slowly because it's got a lot of nerves, a lot of fat. Fat is good. It's like butter. Butter is life. Fat is good. It's got to cook slowly, and if by cooking slowly in the liquid, it's going to actually take all the flavor of the bones. That's why it's gelatinous. Yep. And it's going to also, the meat will fall off the bone. So it's a really, really comfort food as long as you do the right things to cook slowly with love. We always cook with love.
Always cook
especially
with love.
for Mother's Day.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I'm thirsty today. I'm not too sure why.
Here we are. So we're actually in David's home today, which is really exciting. So thank you
shouldn't
for
tell
having
them.
us. I know. Thank you for having us in your home because it's really exciting to be able to be here and to cook with you. And that you absolutely love Magimix. So
love Magimix.
The fact that you are loving the cocotte is really great as well.
That's the best thing ever.
It's absolutely been the best thing in my household. So
and the thing is to sear, to be able to pan fry, so you can do some dishes like one pot chicken, which is one of my mom when she was live to cook every week. You get the whole chicken, put it in a cocotte, top it with some white wine, water, garnishes, which is all your carrots, celery, onion, and then the winter vegetable, your turnip, your parsnip, again some love. Put the lid on, cook it, and you got one pot. The flesh full of the bone again. It's moist, it's not dry, and then leftover with the broth. You just blend it, and you have a soup for the next 3 days. Because we had no money, that's what we used to do.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's all about cost cutting now.
Cost cutting. So I'm going to get the lamb shank here, beautiful fresh lamb shank.
So the great thing with this compared to a normal or any other slow cooker is that we can do this in here. So just check, we've got 160. Yeah, so we can actually do the frying in here. So sauteing our onions, browning our meat, all of that can be done in the one pot. And the fact that it can all be done on the Cook Expert as well. So do you know the other thing too, which we're loving with this, is that we can use this on our hot plates. Yeah.
On stove or in the oven.
Induction or gas or electric or anything. And then, yes, like you said, we can also put this in the oven. So you can bake bread in it. I've done cinnamon scrolls in it. It's just
but you're a super chef. I do complicated things. You can do anything. I'm going to ask a question to the audience. Have we got people watching us, you think? Yes, from everywhere around the world, I'm sure. What is the weight of the cocotte? Can you guess what's the weight? Because the cocotte is heavy, isn't it? If you talk to some other brand, can I mention the other brand? No.
No, No, but
No.
usually
So
they're
usually it's
cast
very
iron.
heavy, it's cast iron. So can you have a guess what would be the weight of a cocotte? Is anyone wants to answer the question on live? So yeah, we're just going to seal it.
Yes, because you're right. You know, it is so much lighter. So when you're looking at something like this in the kitchen, this is a cast aluminium, so it's still got the cast iron, but then it's got that beautiful ceramic coating. And if anyone hasn't yet cooked with ceramic fry pans, ceramic is a beautiful thing to cook on, and it doesn't stick. It cleans really easily. It's such an amazing product to be using. So what have you got in there now?
So I just put the lamb, and I'm going to put the shallots.
Well, we can hear it starting to fry.
So obviously, you know.
Ooh.
What was the suggestion?
4 kilos and 2.6 kilos.
So the 2.6 is the winner. I think it's 2550. So well done. That's a pretty good, huh?
I wonder if that person owns one and put it around their scales and weighed it.
You can't cheat,
well
huh?
done.
You
Very
can't
clever.
cheat, yes. I just put the lamb. I'm going to just season it.
Oh, listen to that. I love the sound of that.
Well, it's so good to do that on an appliances and be able to sear
Yeah.
with no fire
Yes.
and quite safe as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So especially if you know Mother's Day and the kids want to help you in the kitchen, or they want to cook for you, if my children are watching, hello, that's what we'd like, then it's a perfect one to be able to let the kids use, because they're not, you know, having the flame going or anything like that as well.
So what we're going to do is we're going to seal it, which takes a bit of time, obviously. I'm going to talk to you through the recipe. So we got some, we call that the aromatic garnishes. So all the flavor for the stock, I guess. The onion, the carrot, celery. Here we got some beautiful herbs. We got thyme. We got some bay leaf, garlic, some mustard seed, tomato paste. Tomato paste, what it does is it's going to thicken a bit of the sauce, but also give you a bit of sharpness as well. I'm using one of my products, but if you don't have it, it's not a commercial break here. You can use an harissa or some spices. Moroccan spice, it's actually one of my grandfather's recipe. It was Moroccan. So here you got a lot of paprika, cumin, coriander, garlic, olive oil. So in that lamb shank, it's going to give you a beautiful flavor. Tomato sauce, again, you can use what is called?
But let's admit, it's never going to taste as good without Bitton.
Okay, you say it. I didn't. I can't afford to say it. Yes?
We have a question. What setting is it at?
At the moment?
It's 160. So, simmering, is that right?
Yeah, it's on sauteing, yes.
Yep.
Yep. So
So-
go up to 160 to saute,
Yep.
and this is when you're obviously now doing your browning, which is great. Now also notice we're using tongs with the silicone, because we don't want to be scratching our pot either. So 160 degrees for your sauteing, which is great. Like 160 degrees gives you that really good heat, and listen to that.
Come close to it. Obviously, it's not going to go as fast as be on the gas, okay? Let's not, pretend. But now you got the sizzling. It takes a bit of time. Once it starts sizzling, then you can really get going, okay? So it's got three programs here. It's got the saute, which goes to 160. It's got the simmering, which is 120. And then you can keep warm the food for an hour, I think, for 75 degrees. So 3 different programs here that are very useful. If you're busy, mom, you put something on, you do the washing, like I've just done this morning.
He's really did do the washing. He's not pretending.
Yeah, but I'm close. I love doing it. I don't want anyone else to do it. So.
No. And what's really great too is we're going into winter sports now. So the kids are playing netball, they're playing soccer, all those winter sports, and they're coming in at all different hours and different times. So the fact that we can have a food warm, so little Johnny gets home at 6 o'clock, and Mary gets home at 7 o'clock, and everything's in there ready to go, and we've got that food keeping warm and keeping fresh and at that safe food temperature as well. So it is a really great one. And you can't do that in any other pot. So people ask, why would I get a pot like this over buying a normal slow cooker or a normal cast iron pot? Because this is a real set and forget. So, you can't have a cast iron pot sizzling away on the hot plate or in your oven and then leave the house.
Sure.
Whereas this one we do that.
And you feel safe.
Yeah, and a lot of your slow cookers you can't actually do your searing in it, so you have to use a frying pan, which means again more washing up. So this is a real all-rounder that's going to do everything for us.
And so far we developed a few recipes. We did a roast chicken. We did beef briskets to do burgers.
Yep.
So slow cooking again. Seafood, you can do a chutney, like a nice salmon chutney. That is one of my favorite recipes for winter with some crusty bread. Again, you are chefs. You know what works for you, what works for your family. We don't want to stick to one recipe. You don't like lamb, you can use a beef, a different cut of beef. It's up to you. You can do a chicken fricassee, which is a sautéed chicken with some mushrooms and finish with a little bit of cream. Sky's the limit, really.
Yeah.
So we're giving you guideline, but you do what you want.
Yeah, and
we don't like to be told, isn't it?
No, we don't like to be told or scripted. That's us. But also too, it's the cheaper cuts of meat. So I noticed I was in the grocery store yesterday, and chucks go for $13 a kilo, which is really cheap for beef and things like that. So it was really great to be able to grab things like that on special, pop them in the freezer if you're not ready to use them. But you can use your cheaper cuts of meat in here because we're going to be slow cooking them, and they're going to end up being amazing. So it's a really great one to be able to do. You know when meat's on sale because it's got to be used by the next day?
And you can do slow cook.
Absolutely. So there's definitely all those things we can do.
And these days, time is tough.
It's looking and smelling really good.
Another couple of minutes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the shank. I'm going to use that actually as a tray, which was
That's a great idea.
Was it your idea or my idea? It was
our idea.
It was Vanessa's idea. So I'm going to put the lamb here, and then I'm going to saute all my garnishes, and then put everything back together. Put the liquid together, bring to the bowl, and put on program 4 hours, and you can walk away safely.
And are we going to be able to share this recipe with everybody?
I'm married with 2 children.
And I'm his third wife. No, fourth wife. Remember now.
Told me.
Could you roast a whole chicken in there?
Yes. So I did a roast chicken with a beautiful butter and herbs inside the skin, between the flesh and the skin, roasted with some baby leeks, or leeks, because baby leeks is quite expensive, and just put it on. You actually get a nice color. It's roasted, but yet it's still moist, because one of the things with the lid is got this little triangle, so the condensation goes, all the water goes between that, and it keeps moisturizing the chicken. So it's quite amazing. Otherwise, usually the water goes on the edge. Where here, because of this design, your meat always gets constant steam.
Yeah, so you don't get that dry bit that sticks out in a lamb shank, because it's actually still getting that
again,
moisture
very
the whole
clever,
time.
very clever, very clever. Don't forget, this Magimix is a warranty for 30 years. Nothing these days is warranty for 30 years, I promise you. I own many restaurants, and that doesn't happen. No. So here, I'm just going to move it. So you can, seal it a little bit more if you want, but just for the process here, I just want to show you the next step.
We're actually going to show you at the end the lamb shanks that David has already made. So we will probably show you them. And they smell amazing, so I can't wait for you to see them. But this is such a great winter dish. You talked about that earlier, that this is the perfect season coming into this. But you know what I've been doing is a lot of batch cooking. Look at the size of this. So does everyone want to guess the size of the actual pot? They will all know the size of that.
They won't know.
No?
So
I reckon...
Do I put the onions now?
Yeah, I think we're going to start frying all that up.
Okay.
Listen to that noise that's going on there. We'll get you celery and carrot. But should we tell them the size? Should we make them guess?
We can tell them this one, we don't ever guess. So the size is can cook from 2 people to 10 people.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's quite a good volumes. Use a nice spatula.
Yeah, so you've got 7 litres to use in there. So I've done as many as 8 lamb shanks in one recipe.
Right.
So
okay.
I keep running into you.
You would pan fry them like 2 at a time, 3 at a time.
Yeah. So you just do them gradually. But 8 lamb shanks is what I got into there, which is a lot of lamb shanks. That made a lot of food that went into my freezer. Because lamb shanks aren't expensive either. So that's another really great cut. And it makes such a beautiful dish. So, it's
what do you use for the garnish?
What did I do? I did mashed potato.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I did it on mashed potato.
Garlic mash or something.
Amazing.
Today we went a bit Moroccan's influence,
You're a bit fancy
Middle
for me
East.
though, David.
So we did couscous, nice couscous, and some baby carrots. So I think a nice creamy mash or garlic mash.
Yeah.
Crusty bread, and it's a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely amazing. So we absolutely love that.
Okay, so I sauté the vegetable, and then I'm just going to put that away. I'm going to put the garlic, I think. A bit of garlic.
And don't you just wish that they invented smell-o-vision? You can all smell what's going on here.
That's a good idea.
I know, isn't it?
Smell-o-vision. Maybe we are not too far off, yeah?
You're probably not.
Just all the herb.
Yum.
So obviously flavor, if you like chili, If you like spicy, then you put a couple of fresh chili or some dry chili if you don't have it. As I say, this is a guideline, okay? If you don't like a specific vegetable, then don't put it in.
That smells delicious.
Oh yeah, that's special, yeah. So here I'm just going to cook a little bit the tomato paste with the vegetable, and remember that's what's going to combine the sauce and give you a nice...
Oh, so you do, I heard you say that the other day, so you suggest when you're using tomato paste that you
to cook it.
Actually cook it
Yeah,
off
so it
before you add
takes the
everything else in.
bitterness out.
Okay.
And just bring all the vegetable together, and also it's a kind of a way of thickening the sauce naturally rather than use flour or something like that. Like lot of chefs do that.
Ah, well, I'm not a chef, I'm a home cook.
So here I'm using some Moroccan spice.
What else would you use your Moroccan spice for?
So this one I do a dip with that. I do a cup of yogurt, a spoon of Moroccan spice, and you got a beautiful dip with some wood fire bread. Perfect way to start a dinner party.
Oh.
So here again, I'm cooking the spice. Can you see nicely here? And you can see the flavor here. You got coriander, parsley, paprika, cumin, garlic, olive oil, little bit of lemon juice. I always use lemon juice in my product to give you a bit of sharpness. And then I'm just going to put a beautiful tomato sauce. I won't tell you from where. It's a secret. Okay. So again, you know, the recipe is a guideline. Most of the time I never follow recipe, so don't listen to my recipe, okay? It is a guideline, you do whatever you want. Because at the end of the day, it's all going to cook together. There is some principle you can't miss, like searing your meat, but some of the things you can bypass, you can play with it. Here I've got a nice stock.
And you homemade stock?
Homemade stock, but you don't have to. Again, it's all about timing.
Yeah, but if you've got the time, like it
you've
makes
got to
such
do
a
it.
difference. Yeah,
You've got to do it.
Our red wine.
Okay, and that's it. I think we're just gonna put the shank back in. But if you have a look, come close to here, you can see already the richness of the sauce here, or the stock, or whatever you want to call it. Have a look at that. So you already imagine that now it's going to cook for 4 hours with the lamb inside. Okay.
Oh, I hope I'm still here in 4 hours. Oh no, you already made one. So it's okay.
I already made one. We can try it.
Oh,
And
that
then
was perfect timing. Look at that.
we got right on time. Huh? We didn't practice, huh?
We didn't. I know, that was perfect. See, look at us go. Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm actually going to change.
Someone's asking where they can find the recipe after that.
Oh, it's on the app.
It's on the app, or you can.
Download the
I'll give you my mobile number. No, I'm joking.
Okay, so we're going to go into simmering now, and what do you reckon? 4 hours?
4 hours, yeah.
Beautiful. And you know what? If you want to go out and finish your washing and all of that, you've got plenty of time, and it's going to turn off for you when it's done. So 4 hours, and we're going to go at 100 and...
Maybe 120.
120? Beautiful.
Yep. And here what is nice also is you got the little handle here, the silicone handle. So, oops, you see, and again, as soon as you touch, it stops.
Yep.
So that's a great safety. So this is very hot. Suddenly you put your silicone handle, you take it off from the oven if it was in oven,
okay, so
and you can,
and
you can use it here. Oops, done. And same with the knob here. You put it in oven, and then you just get your knob back in to check, or even on the stove, just to, again, check it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're just going to bring that to the bowl and then cook it slowly. The cook expert against Thermomix, what's your take on that?
Well, it's funny because I have used a Thermomix before, and you know what? They're still a great machine, but the big difference are...
Isn't it German? This is French.
Oh my gosh. That is so true. So there's the first one.
Yes.
But you know, the other great thing with this is that there's no other thermal cooker in the world that goes from a thermal cooker with our stainless steel bowl to a full food processor, and it's a 5200 food processor. Magimix invented the food processor, as you would know.
Yes.
And then you can turn it into a full slow cooker. You can't do that with any machine. There's nothing out there that will allow you to do all of those things. And when we look at the machines, it really is a cut above everything. And I think that now with the slow cooker, that it's a total game changer.
I like it.
Yeah. So it really does make, you know, life in the kitchen an all-in-one. 30-year motor warranty. Like who has a 30-year motor warranty, like you said, on anything?
Still French-owned company.
Still French-owned. The same family own it. Still made in the same factory.
The blade is still from France, from a little town in France.
Yep. Sabatier stainless steel.
Yeah.
Is that the, is
Yeah,
am I
very
saying
good.
that right? My French is
Sabatier.
Sabatier. Which is like hospital grade, so it's so accurate, so sharp, so amazing, and it really means that it's the total all-rounder. So you said earlier 15 appliances. So
15
think of all the things in the kitchen that you can get rid of that
Yep.
you don't need. And people do say, but I've got a slow cooker. Well, once your slow cooker dies, then this is what you would add on. And to buy a really good piece of cast iron cookware, you're looking at spending $600-700.
Yeah, similar money.
And they're heavy, and they go in your oven and on your hot plate. They can't go on here.
And all programs, so that means that there's always uploading new programs, always new recipe coming on the app, Magimix app, and they all work because Vanessa had to try. I was lucky I did maybe half of them. She did all of them, and they worked. How many times a recipe doesn't work? Okay,
Yeah.
so something to bake. I'm not a baker. I'm a chef. But if I make a nice Madeira cake, or I do something like that on the Cook Expert, I won't talk about the gelato.
Oh.
I got it.
Oh,
You don't?
how good is it? Oh, of course I've got it. I've got 3 of them. Hello. I'll do everything involved. Yes. But yeah, I know, because we do have amazing products as well as, so absolutely. But, you know, it's just, like I keep saying, it's a game changer. Like, I'm absolutely loving the fact that they've brought this out. And we are the only country in the world besides France to actually have the ability to be able to sell this in the market.
That's cool.
Which I think is amazing. So we've really fought hard here in Australia to get this for us,
Yeah.
and we are so glad that we did. We
Launch. When was it launched?
well,
2 years
they
ago in
launched 2
France.
years ago in France. Do you know they've already had over 1,000 5-star reviews? So they've had thousands of reviews already, like well over. I think it's 1,207 5-star reviews on this.
You can't
And
make
so,
up that, yeah.
I think these days the best time before you buy anything is we go on and we have a look, go into product review. Go into product review, and I'm telling you now, this thermal cooker has the better star rating than any other thermal cooker out there. So
It's
we've got
no
a
other.
4.8.
End of the discussion.
That's okay. Sorry.
Done. I'm sick of it now, talking about.
There's no comparison. We are amazing.
So now we're gonna.
Do you want to do your plating up?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, so you've just actually, that's great. David's just put that on the gas, just to give it a little warm up, because normally we'd have it sitting here on the keep warm, but obviously we want to keep moving and show you what's going on. But the fact that he can do that means that you can go back and be using this to make your bread, or
Yep.
to do
Or
your
to
chopping
use
of
a
your
food processor,
or-
yeah.
Yeah, so we've got all those options as well, which I think is really amazing.
One thing that we show you all about in 15 minutes, and we've been organizing it probably for a couple of hours, okay? So we make it look so easy. But when you're at home and you're on your own and you've got 3 kids running and throwing tantrums, it's all about being organized. So if you plan, you got your shopping list, you do your prep list, and then you do your cooking like a dish like that, you just matter to put everything together. I promise you, it doesn't look as complicated. We make it look good because we are 2 of us and we organize, but you can do it on your own, I promise you. Cooking should be simple.
And it's in the planning.
And it's in the planning,
Yeah.
which sometimes is not always an option, but yeah, it's in the planning. So please feel comfortable that these kind of dishes are easy to put together. All right?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it over.
Yes.
I'm just going to get a little things here. So again, the silicone works well because technically I wouldn't be able to carry it. So here we got the shank. So we cook for about 4 hours, okay?
Oh, wow.
And if you have a look at it, look at that. I mean, the meat, literally, I don't know if you can see here, but like it's literally falling off the bone, you know. And then inside the bone, you got the marrow, you know, like beautiful. So here I use a beautiful Moroccan dish. So here I've got some couscous, but you just steam. In Morocco, and one of the things we do with the couscous is once it's steamed and hot, we incorporate butter. So the couscous become very fluffy, very buttery, but not thick buttery, if it makes sense. Like it's really comfortable. And then I'm just going to put the shank You know, this is seriously, you know, you pay a lot of money in a restaurant for that.
Yeah.
And this is a restaurant quality
Oh, absolutely.
cooking here. If you have a look here, look at that. It's all falling out of the board here. This is incredible. And the smell and the sauce, and you get some nice baguette. I might get this spoon here, thank you. Just to get a couple of shallots.
Wow.
So obviously it takes 4 hours, so it doesn't happen in 20 minutes like we did today. But, you know, you get back what you put in, yeah? So you put love into it, you get love back, yeah? It's like a relationship, isn't it? I give everything to my wife, and my wife takes everything. I hope she's not watching.
Of course she's watching.
You reckon?
Yes. Beautiful.
Okay, so sauce, like Manu will say. Where is the sauce? Where is the sauce, Manu? Come on. He's right, because the sauce is...
So I'm just going to say quickly that this recipe is on our app. So you just download the Magimix, go onto your app store.
Yes.
Download the Magimix app, and this recipe will be on there. And it's called roasted lamb shanks. And
So
like
yeah.
David said, you can do this with anything. So if you don't want to go and do the baby carrots and the couscous,
Yeah.
do the mashed potato. Honestly, the mashed potato is amazing, and it's an easy one to do.
Here we go. Voila. You got your shank. You got the steams coming out, the couscous. Simple. And for the first time, it's no butter. It's no cream in that dish. It's a pretty clean food, okay? And it's just
Yep.
love. I love it.
Is. So we've got an amazing deal,
Yes.
which we love.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's just come
So
out
we're giving
now.
more.
We are just giving more. We're always giving. And at the moment, you can go into your local retailer.
Okay.
You can go to our website, and it is an offer. And
Yes.
the offer is the biggest offer we've done for a Cook Expert purchase, I think, with our retailers. And that is that you will get your cocotte absolutely free. Now, the cocotte's valued at $649, and the fact that you can have that free, I think, is...
I'm losing money. We're losing money. We are losing money.
No, we just want more people out there loving Magimix and really understanding how it is a game changer and a life changer in your kitchen, and that you really can get yourself organised and get the kids involved, or, you know, whether you're cooking for 2 or you're cooking for 1 or you're cooking for 10, you can do that in here, and that you're getting that amazing gift with oh, I get to eat. I love this.
You're gonna,
You get that
I'm gonna try.
gift, that amazing gift with purchase as well, that you're going to be getting. Oh, I'm so going in.
Look at that.
I never eat on television.
Look at
Guess
that.
what I'm doing today.
No, we have to try it. We don't double
I'm
dip.
totally doing that.
We don't
You
double
ready?
dip, okay? And look at the
Cheers.
fat and cheese. Bit of sauce.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. That is so worth 4 hours. And the 4 hours you haven't had to stand in the kitchen.
You
4
can do
hours
the
you've
ironing,
left.
washing, ironing.
Oh.
Maybe a bit of
I was
a...
thinking of sitting on the couch with a glass of champagne watching a series or something. But yeah, okay.
Any question, everyone?
Yeah, and we've
Anyone?
got Zara there answering your questions as well, but it's been... And is there any dying questions that we need to answer?
Someone's asking what's the laziest recipe you could do in the
I could do a
okay.
minestrone.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know if it's easy or not.
Yeah.
Like a bit of mince, saute of the mince, put your vegetable, put your liquid, and then when it's boiling, put your pasta in and cook in one pot.
Yeah, I did a chicken carbonara where I just boiled the chicken in the cream and stock, and then removed it quickly, threw my pasta in, shredded the chicken while the pasta was cooking, and then just threw the chicken in. It was so easy, and it was delicious. It was almost sit there with the bowl and eat out of it. It was just so easy to
With
do.
the cream and all that, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice heart
Oh,
attack,
it
yeah?
was
Very
so
good.
But there's so many easy things, and so many things. If you don't want to be browning your meat and sautéing beforehand, literally you can just pop everything
Put it
in.
together and cook it.
And so many things, yeah.
And so light, 2.5 kilo.
So light. Yeah. Beautiful. Well, I think that we've got this cooking away. Do we want to have one little quick look before we leave?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll let you show everybody if
You
you want
ready?
to come in. So this is, oh, look at this. And see what we're talking about with the pins on the top that's collected all of that. It's bubbling away. It's only been on there for 12 minutes and it's bubbling away, which we're loving. And you've got dinner. Gosh, we're going to be eating lamb shanks all day and all night. So that's fantastic. Great.
Happy Mother's Day, is what we say.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
Have a great weekend. Stay dry, because Sydney doesn't look good this week. And stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes.
Cocotte finally arrived in Australia. We are the only country in the world after France to have these little appliances with us. So I'm excited.
It is so
You got
exciting.
one, I got one.
I know. Everyone needs
Pretty
one
cool.
in their house, in their life.
Au revoir.
Thank
Come
you
on,
so
hey, go
much.
play.
Yeah,
Let's play some music.
Takes out, I think.
Play stumbling.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you've enjoyed your
Mwah. Je t'aime.
time with us.
Bye bye.